Hello and welcome to the official inaugural episode of the Game Jam Audit. Today we're taking a look at a rather unique game called Holy Sheep, which was submitted to the Mini Jam 105 Dreamy back in 2022. That jam was 72 hours long and included an optional Dreamy theme to spark inspiration if developers were having trouble, alongside a requirement that each playthrough of the game be unique. When I first loaded into the game, I was honestly a little bit confused about what to do, mostly because I skipped reading the information blurb at the top right. However, it only took me a few rounds to figure it out. Essentially, your job is to count sheep that travel from the left side of the screen to the right using the two big buttons in the middle. However, your task is complicated by the various other animals that are also traveling alongside the sheep, as well as sheep that come back the opposite way. I found the game to present a good challenge. It can be easy to miss a sheep or two during busier moments, but things never got intense enough to frustrate me. In general, it fits the dreamy vibe very well. In addition to the obvious reference to counting sheep and the visible sunset, the music and pixel art are very mellow, and the sound effects don't get in the way either. However, while what's present is high quality, the game is severely lacking in the quantity department. There are only a handful of possible animals and behavior types, and once you've played a few rounds, you've basically seen everything the game has to offer. I get they only had 3 days to make it, but I get the impression that most of the time was spent on the art assets, with the gameplay being more of an afterthought. Even some basic power-ups, like slowdown or being able to highlight sheep with scaling difficulty, would have added massive replay value. The concept is unique and well executed, which makes its lack of depth feel extra disappointing. On to the scoring, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for production. The pixel art is sharp and expressive, while the music perfectly fits the cozy atmosphere. It really feels like the aspect of the game that was given the most love. For gameplay, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The core concept is solid, but it becomes bland very quickly due to the lack of variation or strategy. And finally, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for time management. It's impressive that the development team was able to pull this off in just 3 days without any glaring issues in my opinion, especially given the quality of the art assets. That all adds up to a final score of 23 out of 30. Well, that's about all I have. If you want to try the game for yourself, the link is in the description. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.